About a moment where we'll speak to our correspondent there. You would know, of course, that Ghana received its first vaccines today. The World Health Organization's global vaccine sharing scheme, COVAX, delivered that first COVID-19 shot today as the race to get doses to the world's poorest people and tame the pandemic accelerates. Almost a year after the WHO had first described the novel coronavirus as a global pandemic, a flight carrying 600,000 doses of the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine produced by the Serum Institute of India landed in Ghana's capital, Accra. Local representatives of the WHO and the United Nations Children's Agency, UNICEF, described the vaccines as momentous arrival, as a critical step in bringing the pandemic to an end. The delivery comes also 8 months after the launch of the COVAX initiative aimed at pulling funds from wealthier countries and non-profits to develop a vaccine and distribute it equitably around the world. So the shots will be used by Ghana to start a vaccination drive from March the 2nd that will prioritise frontline healthcare workers and others at high risk of infection. SABC News correspondent in Ghana, Nabil Ahmed, joins me now. A very good evening to you, Nabil. Thanks indeed for your time. So what's been the reaction to the arrival of the vaccine in Ghana?
Thank you very much. Now, there's been a lot of excitement when Ghana received the AstraZeneca vaccines under the WHO COVAX program. Now, government officials, including a representative from the WHO and UNICEF, were at the Kotoka International Airport to receive the vaccines. There was a brief ceremony. The program was telecast live on state television. It forms part of efforts on the part of government to raise awareness about the vaccine, because over a period when issues about the vaccines came up, some Ghanaians were not keen to take the vaccines when it finally arrives in Ghana. So a lot of work on the part of the government has to be done to really encourage people to avail themselves to take the vaccines.
Nabil, talk us through the vaccination process. Very much like here in South Africa, healthcare workers are first in line. Which sectors of the population would be next?
Yes, so the 600,000 AstraZeneca vaccines that have been received here in Ghana will first be administered on frontline health workers, government officials. When you talk about the executive, those in members of parliament, also those in the legislature, as well working with the legislature, as well as those working in the judiciary, and also people above 60 years that have some health conditions. They are the priority for this particular doses of the vaccines that have arrived in Ghana. And we know that the vaccines, people are supposed to get 2 jabs of the vaccine. So when you estimate, you should say that at least 300,000 people are expected to receive receive these jabs of the AstraZeneca vaccines that have arrived in Ghana. But we know that, of course, this 600,000 will not be enough to cater for the nearly 30 million population of Ghana.
Talk us through that then. Has anything been said perhaps at that big ceremony at the airport about further plans to procure more vaccines for the rest of the population? And also, any news if the head of state will demonstrate like others around the world, here in South Africa, in the United States as well, by taking that jab to, I guess, remove some of that skepticism that you also spoke about a bit earlier?
Indeed, we are told that the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, on March 2nd will be the first to receive the jab, and it's also part of efforts to convince people that it is safe to take the vaccine. So yes, the President would take a jab to signify the fact that once he has been able to take the jab, people should rest their mind and feel at ease to welcome these vaccines. Now, talking about plans that the government has to procure more vaccines. We know that under the COVAX program, Ghana is expected to receive 2.4 million doses of vaccines within this year, and the first has arrived, which is 600,000. So the rest of the doses would be delivered bit by bit till the year is over. But on the part of government, the president has said that they are looking to procure 17.6 million doses of vaccines by June, and still that will not cater for the 30 million population, but at least it will go a long way to cover a large population of Ghana. Now, aside the AstraZeneca vaccine that we know Ghana is receiving, the government has also made people aware that it has approved the Russia's Sputnik V vaccine for usage in Ghana, and it's something that the government is looking to procure as well. So in the coming days, this other vaccine, the Russia Sputnik V vaccine, is expected to also be delivered to Ghana.
Thank you very much indeed for your time. SABC News correspondent in Ghana, Nabil Ahmed, thanks for your time this evening.